And it's very, very welcome. Of course, not a cloud in the sky today. We've been blessed. My name is Chris Watson, and I'm privileged to be here this morning as your selling auctioneer, joined, of course, by many members of the Ray White Ringwood team, including Tanya Duplessis, the marketing agent, who's been handling your questions and queries regarding the last few weeks. If you're wondering what this gentleman is doing, we do record all of our auctions live onto Facebook. It's a great way to keep your finger on the pulse and see what's happening in the market, whether you're buying or selling, or perhaps you just want to see what's happening in your neck of the woods. Jump on Facebook and you can stream all the auctions and catch up on all the action that you may have missed from the comfort of your lounge room. For the buyers in the crowd, welcome today, bidders and buyers. It is, of course, a wonderful opportunity. We do applaud your astute buying decision to come forth to show your interest in today's wonderful property. To the neighbours in the crowd, I know there are some few. Thanks for coming out here this morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is your attendance, neighbours, that does make today such a special day for one lucky purchaser, and of course your soon to be new neighbour. And to that successful bidder, we do wish you our congratulations in advance. Well, of course, ladies and gentlemen, today's auction, it will be conducted in accordance with any rules and any additional conditions that were made available before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting any late bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. What that means, ladies and gentlemen, in layman's terms, I'll give everyone ample warning. First call, second call, third and final call, but when the gavel hits the paperwork, like so, we cannot take any late bids or offers, and the property will, of course, be sold, and you'll have to go around to some more open homes to continue your property hunt. Vendors, of course, they do have a reserve price, as the auctioneer will indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids and prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and does prevent bidders from attempting to stop other bidders from bidding, and it does provide fines for this conduct. The rules, they do permit vendor bids. I'll make it really simple and really obvious if I am going to make a bid on behalf of the vendor. In fact, I'll make it so simple and so obvious, I will even use the words vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, may make a vendor bid. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, we sell here today by public auction. We do ask that the successful bidder, the new neighbour to the neighbourhood, come inside, execute the contracts that have been on display for the past 30 minutes, pay a 10% deposit upon signing of those contracts, with the balance to be paid at settlement in 60 to 90 days time. And that's a very, very exciting day in 60 to 90 days time, because that is the day that you get the keys to your brand new house. It's a wonderful property, the cute cottage feel that we have, all situated on 392 low maintenance square meters. A wonderful location, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom throughout. It's got creature comforts, heating and cooling, as you would have all noticed. It is low maintenance, a beautiful established garden. It's a wonderful property, wonderful neighbourhood, close to amenities, Eastland, shops, schools, trains. It has it all on your doorstep, parks at the end of the road. It's a wonderful spot to live where it is. Perhaps you're looking to add to your investment portfolio. For the investors in the crowd, we have estimated that the current condition of the property would bring in $360 to $380 per week in rent. Or perhaps you're looking to downsize, or perhaps you're getting your foot into the market. It's a wonderful place for a first purchase to catapult many years of quality family Ringwood lifestyle life. Well, that's enough out of me. You've seen it, you loved it, now's your chance to bid and buy it. Where do we go? Where do we start? Get us underway for the opening bid here at 319B Maroondah Highway in Ringwood. We are in your hands. Where do we start? Where do we go? Kick me off anywhere you like. I've been calling auctions for about 10 years. It's amazing the respect of buyers, a moment's silence for the passing of the vendor's property. Happens every auction, call for the opening bid, and it's a tumbleweed goes past. The moment has passed now, ladies and gentlemen. Time to get us on the way. The first bid is the hardest, I understand, but someone's got to start us. Where do we go? Look for start. Suggest a number, maybe at 400,000. Could be plenty of hands up at that price. Very good value at 400. Look for the start at 400. Someone start me off at 4. What do you say? I'll start with the vendor bid if I have to, but I love to get a live bid from the floor. At 400 we search now. Jump in here now for 400. At 400 I search now. Happy to kick it off with the vendor bid if no one wants to take the leap. At 400,000 now. What do you say now? Jump in here for 400. Can I tempt you in, guy, there at 4? All here. Wonderful property. Good buying at 400,000. If you bid at 400, the worst thing that happens is you might buy it. If someone bids over the top, you haven't spent any money. Where do we go? I'll start it with me, the vendor, bid off with me, the vendor at 400,000 now, come over the top at 410. At 400 we have now, 410 to jump back in now, 400,000 at the bid. At 400 at the bid now, clear bid up here at 400,000. 392 square metres of land, beautiful, low maintenance block. Low side of the road, wonderful location. 410 to jump back in. At 400 is the bid with me, the vendor now, ready to go. At 410 now, looking for an opening bid if I can from the crowd. At 410 I search, 400 I have. Jump back in, I'll call it 3 times. First call, 400,000. Second call, 400,000. Third, final time, no better bid. Property passes in. Where do we go? Just want to remind everyone, if we do pass the property in on a vendor bid, what that means is that no one gets the rights to negotiate. If we pass it into a genuine bid, what that means is that you have locked out your competition. It means if you bid, we bring you inside, you get to have a conversation with the owner, and then you get the first right to buy. If you want to be last, if you want to be first, you have to be last. It's a wonderful position to be in. If we pass it in on a vendor bid, no one gets that right. What that means is that we'll go back to the office, we'll hit the phones, we'll invite the conditional offers. There has been quite a few buyers through the property that can't bid under auction conditions, and what that means is we pass it on a vendor bid, we go back, we hit the phones, we call all of them, we take a couple of offers, we put them into the envelope, and we have another little Dutch auction, and that means that the buyer, you will have more competition. If you want to create the exclusive chance and give yourself the best chance to buy the property, we need to bid. At 400 is where we're at. 410 to give yourself the right to negotiate. What do you say? At 400 is the bid. Now jump in here for 410 our search. At 410, where can we get an opening bid if I can at 410? At 400 we have 392 square metres. Cottage. Beautiful location. Is that a bid, sir? Are you just holding your hand up? Be careful doing that with an auctioneer nearby. Can I tempt you in for 410, sir? It'd be good buying at 410, wouldn't you say, sir? That'd be worth a bid. That's not the one I was looking for. This is the one I was looking for. Jump on in now for 410. Slow start, they're the ones that usually come home with strong. At 400 we have here, 410 we search. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do, we're just going to go speak to our owners. We'll be back before you can say cat in a hat. Hey, thanks for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. Big decision, I'm sure we can appreciate buying and selling real estate. For those that just joined us, we're sitting here at 400,000. We are searching for a bid at 410. I've called it 3 times, but we'll give it another chance. Now's the time to jump in. If you want to have the sole rights to negotiate, you want to put yourself in the box seat, need a bid. Otherwise, we deal with everyone on the equal playing field. So at 400,000 is the bid. 410 to get you back. You're not going to buy it at 410, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what you're going to do? You're going to lock out your competition. And you're going to give yourself the chance to negotiate one-on-one with the owner. It's a great position to be in. So I'll call it 3 times. Jump back in now at 410. 410. You're not going to buy it. You're just going to give yourself the chance. That's it. You're it's an expression of interest number, I suppose we could call it, because you're not buying it at 410. You're just expressing your interest to come inside and have a chat. A few familiar faces here. I know there's a lot of people that do want to come and have a chat. Want to come and have a chat exclusively, we need you to bid. So 410 is what we search. That's 400 we have here. Can I tempt you guys in for 400? That's 410, ma'am. I'll tempt you in, can I say? Can I tempt you in, ma'am, at 410? What would you like to do? If you bid at 410, ma'am, it means that you're going to have the chance to negotiate. It means you're going to give yourself the first price. Would you like to bid at 410? That's 400. Welcome any other interest in 410. Give yourself the chance. Otherwise, we put your offer in the envelope. There's no negotiating there. Lucky dip, that is. That's what we call it. If you want to try and negotiate, give yourself a chance. We need a bid. So say 410. You just scratch or wink or raise your hand. I'll do the rest. Over here at the back, perhaps. That's 400,000. 410 to get you back. Tempt anyone in. I'll call it 3 times. First call at 400,000, 410 we search. Not going to buy it for 410, going to talk to the owners at 410. That's what that means. Second call, 400,000. Third, final time. No better bid, pass the property in, everyone deals in equal ways. No one gets sole rights. What would you like to do, ma'am? Would you like to bid at 410, give yourself a chance? Up the back there, if you can. Get some instructions if I can. Ruben, get some instructions if I can, please. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to go speak to the owners again. We'll be back before you can say frogging us off.
any distance at all, really. So people, yeah, and then they don't, yeah. But it just sort of, yeah. Look, it does. I mean, and things change.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much. As we've said numerous times, we're at 400,000. We've got clear instructions for the vendor. We'll get a vendor bid of 500,000. We're going to pass the property in at that price. As I've said, I'll just say this lady here, we have other people interested. What that means is we're now going to take offers on the property. We're going to invite offers above 500,000. It's up to you where you want to go above 500,000. The bottom number of the quote price. We're going to move on to the third stage of our auction campaign, which is conditional offers. If you have interest in the property, come forward. Otherwise, for the neighbours in the crowd, don't be surprised if you drive past very, very soon and there's a soul sticker up on the board. Thank you very much. Have a lovely weekend. We hope to see you at the next Ringwood auction.